Hello everyone. Before I get into this video, I just want to first start off with thank you so much to everybody who's been subscribing. I've been getting like some massive growth lately. I think I'm at 265 subs, which honestly is really cool. So thank you everyone. Anyway, so today we're going to be looking at which fruit and Logia is the best. So I have a tier list and I'll rank them from S to F. Enjoy the video. Also, make sure to subscribe and make sure to like, because I do tons of GPO streams, and I'm looking to obviously branch out to other games. Anyway, thank you all. Let's get into the video. So first off, let's just get it out of the way. Suke, this fruit, basically, what it does is it just makes you invisible and makes other people invisible. That is it. This fruit, its attack, it has 3 moves. Its attack is you throw a rock, which does basically no damage. I think it's like 25 damage or something super like low level. Even if you're starting out, you should not eat this Suke fruit. So if you were PvPing someone who is a level 5, then yes, this is perfect. But if you're PvPing anyone else or actually playing the game, then this fruit is not good. So Suke, avoid that. This is going automatic F tier just because of its basically being useless, especially since it costs Robux to actually get this fruit off. So you would have to pay money to like not have this permanent rate on you. Anyway, next fruit, Woody Barrier is barrier. What it does is basically it blocks enemies from attacking you or other people. So its main moves are that it has a big wall, which can be useful sometimes, especially with like PvP. If the person is like rushing, you can just last minute put the barrier up. There's also the massive spikes, which is pretty good. It does a bit of damage. And there's the cup sort of thing that if you hold it long enough, it grows in size and you can just plop it down and it traps someone inside for a fair amount of time. I'm not too sure the exact amount. I think it's like 30 seconds or something, 45 maybe. But anyway, and then the last move, well not the last move, but the last move is a bubble that you place down and it traps anyone inside. It's sort of like the cup, except this is just a bubble. And yeah, that's Barrier. Barrier doesn't really have many attacks, it's more of a defense type. So I'm gonna put this in, I'd say between C and D, but I'm gonna put it in C. Mainly because of its defense type and it being pretty useful if you're in a group. Would not recommend anyone eating this for like marine farming. So the next fruit is going to be bomb fruit. Bomb fruit, unlike berry fruit, bomb fruit can do a lot of attacks, and you would use it if you're, doing a lot of NPC grinding, and it's pretty useful. And its attacks were, its first attack was the bomb leap, which is where you can leap up in the air and you do damage below you on the ground. And this is also useful if you're getting onto a galleon ship, or if you're stuck in the water for a bit. Its next move is, I believe it's the throwing the explosion. Basically it's a projectile which you would hover your mouse over an enemy and an explosion would just happen in that area. It's pretty good. Then next up we have the mines. What the mines do is it's basically just explosive mines. So when an enemy or an NPC walks over them, it'll create these explosions, which it's actually pretty good. It does a fair amount of damage, get some extra hits in that. And then last off is Self-Destruct. Self-Destruct is an ultimate, and the ultimate is really good. Self-Destruct is super good for farming. It does take HP off, which is a shame. So for this, I'm gonna put it at B. Okay, and then next up we have Mirror. Mirror is the Logia that I'm currently using. It is known as being the worst Logia, which is very sad because it's the only one I can find. So its first attack is Fireflies, which does about 25 damage, and it sends these Fireflies towards an enemy and it creates these tiny explosions. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. Not the best, but it's pretty good. Then next up we have flying, where it creates this fire underneath you, which lets you fly around for a bit. It takes stamina, It's really useful actually for getting out of water. And then next up, it has the flame pillar, and what flame pillar does, it creates this massive sort of flame up into the sky, and it has a fair radius around you, so it's not too bad. And it's really good for ship farming also. It's pretty good. And its ultimate move is really good actually, and this can one-shot most low-level enemies below level, I would say 110. It's pretty good. So because of its ultimate, and because it is a Logia, I'm debating whether to put it here or here. I think I'll put it A. It is pretty good, but not the best Logia. Then next up, we'll have Maggie. Magma's first attack is Magma Swamp, which what this does, it creates this lava circle below you, so when you walk around, the lava follows you, and it does damage to other NPCs and other players. It does a fair amount of damage, I think 25, which is really good, especially with the burning, and obviously it lasting for a bit. And next up we have Magma Eruption, and Magma Eruption is very good because it does around 25 damage, and it creates a spike below you, and yeah, overall it's really good. And then its ultimate move is super good for marine farming. It can one-shot them, and it's very, very good, especially if you perfect it to go in the one spot. It's really good. It's very good. So this one's definitely going in S. Then next up we have God tier, and God tier is basically fruits that I just added this, so please don't get annoyed, but God tier these are like the best fruits. So first up we'll do Goro. Goro is very good. It's an electric type, especially if you get the lightning boss's staff. It matches well with Goro fruit because Goro is a lightning type, and its ultimate is lightning ball, which does a ton of damage. Like, I'm speaking major amount of damage. Its other moves are very good also, so it's going God tier. And then next up, Pika. Pika is, in my opinion, the best. This is before update 2, just keep that in mind. Pika also has the light ray, and the light ray is sort of like the sword, how it has the rapid slashes, except light ray you can do it from a distance, and it does a ton of damage. It's really good, and much like swords, rapid slashing. Very good move, which basically shoots you in any direction you want. It's sort of like Roku's double jump sort of thing. It goes super fast, and overall is an amazing fruit. Yo, just after finishing recording and doing my edit, I realized that I thought this fruit, which was High, I thought that was Goro, but after looking at the edit I realized, wait up, that ain't Goro. So yes, I'm gonna fix this, because I of course gotta do High, because it wouldn't be complete if I didn't have it. Anyway, let's just pretend Goro is already here. So editing Tom, lol, can just draw a little Goro here. So High is really good with Sander's Candy Cane Sword. They are both ice types. So if you do get High, make sure to get Sander's Candy Cane Sword, especially before update 2, because Sander will be gone. Anyway, High is a really good devil fruit. I mean, really good Logia. Because 1, because you can walk on water, just like Maggie, and 2, because it has really good moves. It has great attack moves, like that one ice move where you ground pound, and ice just like shards of ice just go flying each direction in a circle. High is a really good fruit. Obviously, I'm just doing a quick recap. So do check it out further if you do want to or something. Personally, the fruit I want is gonna be Phoenix in update 2, but right now, if there was no update 2, it would be High. But anyway, because of that, it's going S tier. It would go God tier, but I just think Goro and Pika are a bit better. Anyway, hopefully this gives you a little idea of how the fruits are. Obviously, you should not listen to my opinion fully, because there are people who actually do a lot more research. Especially check out the person whose footage I kind of nabbed a little. But anyway, yeah, have a great one, everyone. See you. Check out my streams, and bye.